What's up, people of YouTube? F-Man Critic back, and well, it's October. Gonna be reviewing some spooky movies. Now, know what you're probably thinking? Finley, Box Trolls ain't a spooky movie. It's a kids movie. Yeah. Look, I've been meaning to review this movie. It just turned 10, and about like a month ago, I believe. And I've been meaning to get it, but I've had the Hilda comics, and yeah, let's just say I've been occupied. Alright, let's just say I got some catching up to do on some movies. So starting off with the movies I'm going to be reviewing this month, let's start off with one I should have done last month. Box Trolls, a movie about a little boy named, well, he doesn't really have a birth name. He's given the name Eggs because he's in a box that has the words eggs on it. You see, when he was a little, the movie starts off with the creatures, the box trolls, basically trolls that wear box for clothing. It looks like they kidnapped a baby, and then this guy right here, Mr. Snatcher, I believe, he tells the mayor of this town, which I think is called Cheese. It's a dairy town, and apparently has the word cheese in the name. Whatever. He makes a deal with the mayor that he wants a white hat, because apparently the biggest honor in the town is some dudes with white hats, because if you have a white hat, you'll get to eat in some kind of tasting room with fancy expensive cheese, because apparently the entire town loves dairy. That's basically the reason why the town is given a cheese name. It's a dairy town. And, you know, basically, this dude, his end game is to just basically eat fancy cheese in a room. But, you see, here's a problem with that. Here's a problem that no one wants to point out, but we'll get to that in a moment. Anyway, there's a curfew in the town now, and there's box troll exterminators going around, but, you see, the box trolls, they're not monsters. If anything, they're peaceful, they're friendly, they're kind of like the minions in a way, but less annoying, and actually have some intelligence going on, and they're not monsters at all. People just thought they were monsters, really. Anyway, and what about that baby from earlier? Well, here's the thing. They're raising him. The box trolls raise him. They take him under their wing, and they raise the boy. Then when he's old, then I'm assuming 10 years have gone by, and the boy is ready to go out searching, because apparently every night when lights go out, the box trolls go around town, not hurting people, not causing chaos, although they do commit a bit of petty theft, though. But they don't steal like, hey, this is cool, I want it, and we're gonna hurt people because I want it. No, they just take like ordinary little things and they take them for themselves, because, well, they just take them for their little underground world, where it's they're actually civilized in some ways, just not. What I mean is they're friendly, they're not harmful, and Eggs is like their son in a way. But when Eggs' father figure, Fish, the box troll with the fish box on it, he gets taken by the troll hunters, as in other words, Eggs, basically the only human in them, he basically dresses up like a human, even though, he's already a human. Anyway, once a year, you're around the town, apparently they get together, have a celebration apparently it's called Trop Short Baby Day, apparently it's to remember the day when the baby, which is Eggs, by the way, gets kidnapped by the trolls, and they do this festival to celebrate, or at least in ways of memory. I don't know how that works. I think it's kind of douchey in a way to have a celebration to celebrate a baby getting taken by monsters. That's kind of douchey in a way. Even if it is used for memories, still, it's like, whatever. The host is is a woman named Mana Frou Frou.
Hello, cheese bread. Who's this, your wife? Looks like a geezer in a dress to me.
Apparently, Frou Frou is apparently just Snatcher dressed in drag. I will certainly say this, though, he looks a lot more. He looks a lot more. He looks a lot better than he normally does in his normal wear. Yeah, and apparently Winnie's dad, the mayor, he has a massive crush on Madame Frou Frou. He has a massive crush, even though he's married. So yeah, but it is kind of funny though when he finds out he's actually Snatcher. If anything, Snatcher should just forget about hunting the box trolls and just seriously, the mayor thinks Madame Frou Frou is basically a very pretty woman. He actually wants to get with that woman, despite him being in Snatcher in drag, and him being, and, he's married and all, but really, Snatcher, he should, just play the whole, oh, you like me? Well, if you really do like me, then give Mr. Snatcher a white hat or something that involves him getting in the cheese room. I mean, when it comes to Mr. Snatcher, he basically, he's a guy who basically knows how to manipulate and knows what he wants. Yeah, like I said, his entire end game throughout the entire movie is to eat fancy cheese, which is but you see, when him and his friends, or his henchmen, you see, when they practice their whole eating fancy cheese with their white hats, here's one problem to his whole thing. Apparently, he's allergic to cheese. Every time he eats cheese, he puffs up and he's on the verge of exploding. Seriously, how does he not know he's allergic to cheese? I mean, I know he hints in the movie saying that he wants to do it because he wants to be important. He wants to matter. But dude, you're allergic to cheese. I'm sorry that you want to be respected and you want to be loved and want to be more impressive than the mayor. But dude, you're allergic to cheese. You're willing to put yourself in harm's way just to be important. Wow. Dude, come on, man. Come on, find something else that you can do to make yourself important without causing yourself to puff up, seriously. And even if he doesn't know, even if that isn't the case, how does he not know his condition when he eats cheese? Seriously. His henchmen fully are aware of the whole thing, and they always have to use leeches to stop the puffin from getting worse or something, And speaking of his henchmen, consists of the Three Stooges. No, not really the Three Stooges. In some ways, they do remind me of the Three Stooges. The middle one, I forgot his name. I don't know. He's crazy. He's not really my favorite character. Seriously, his entire character thing, this guy right here, he's apparently mad. He's crazy. He's loony. He just goes along with Snatcher's plans for craps and giggles, just because he's just a yes man who will just agree to anything so long as he gets to cause some chaos and harmony. He's not really my favorite character. He's kind of annoying, really. Kind of makes it more satisfying when this happens to him. But as for these two over here, they're not really evil. Their entire goal throughout the entire movie is basically they're always debating whether they're on the side of good or the side of evil. They think box trolls are evil, and therefore they think they're the good guys, when really they're working for the bad guy. Really, by the end of the movie, when they realize what they're actually doing, they actually become good people, because that's what they want to do. Alright, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, Eggs manages to rescue Fish, and Winnie, I forgot to mention her. This girl right here, Winnie, she's a bit of a fan of the box trolls, or at least sort of a box trolls she thinks that they are monsters, but she is curious to know what would happen if they got a hold of her, and since her dad is too busy drooling over Snatcher in drag and eating very expensive cheese and caring more about his white hat than his own daughter, he doesn't really have the time to talk to Winnie about these sorts of things, and therefore she wants to know about box trolls and stuff like that. She can't imagine what they must be doing when they get a hold of her, eating her bones and then eating her flesh off her bones and then using it to make a nice necklace or something like that. I don't freaking know. Oh, but anyway, she gets in contact with Eggs. You see, Eggs see, he recognizes her, and like Eggs, he kind of blows his cover saying like, hey, it's not true, we don't eat babies, you know. Since Eggs thinks that he's a box troll and the entire town believes box trolls are monsters, you know, it kind of slips out on the whole thing, and she kind of follows him where he goes. Anyway, we're getting off track here. Anyway, they end up back underground with Fish, and there's actually a realization. Turns out all the box trolls that Snatcher has nicked over the years, apparently they're still alive. And apparently a man who's hanging, and who's, yeah, that's clearly Eggs' dad. Yeah, but we'll get back to that in a sec. And you see, it's revealed, well, it wasn't revealed, we know what it is. Anyway, Eggs finds out that he's not really a box troll, he's a human, you know? Winnie kind of says, hey, you're not like them, you're like me, you know? Oh, and so Eggs' entire world has been viewed upside down. He realizes that his dad, who's played by Simon Pegg. Oh, that's awesome. Good casting on that. You see, a long time ago, when Fish and Shoes were scrounging around this dude's trash can, he realized that they weren't monsters. They were inventors like him. Anyway, at some point, they kind of bonded a little bit. Fish loved Eggs the second he holded him, and then one night Snatcher came to him and asked him to make something, and, well, he tried to take Eggs, and then the man, he basically put Eggs in a box and then sent him to the box trolls, and the box trolls witnessed everything, and they took Eggs, and, well, we know what happens then. But he's not dead, he's been hanging by a thread. And I gotta say, I do love Simon Pegg's voice in this. Like during all those years where he's been held hostage by Snatcher, apparently all those times been upside down, made his brain into jelly. He constantly says jelly, He acts all crazy and funny. I love it. Just basically gold from Simon Pegg, if I'm being honest. Hell, by the end of the movie, he's wearing a box just like them, and it's got jelly on them. I like it. I like that. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so Winnie, she basically tries to talk to Eggs about what a father is, and, well, Eggs has the idea, what if we talk to your dad, who's the mayor, and tell him about Snatcher's plans, and basically what's going on. But Winnie doesn't think it's going to work because, well, we already know what her dad is like. Anyway, at the party, Snatcher knows what Eggs is up to, and, and basically stuff that's definitely going to get the fandom into making some fan art. And, basically what happens is Snatcher tries to grab Eggs, and basically the mayor, he used all the town's money instead of using it to what it was originally supposed to be. Instead, he invented a giant cheese thing, and then when Eggs and Snatcher, stuff happened, and then for some strange reason, when the cheese ball was rolling down the stairs, apparently the waiter at the door thought it'd be a good idea to open the door and let the thing escape. Like, that dude should be fired, because what kind of waiter just opens the door when the thing was rolling, when the damn mayor was trying to catch it when it was rolling down, Anyway, Eggs tries to tell him what's going on, but he doesn't listen. He cares more about the stupid cheese thing. And then when Eggs rips off the wig off the Snatcher, Snatcher plays victim, is all like, I'm not a true redhead. It's kind of funny, that part, but still, no one takes Eggs' side, and Eggs, frustrated, kind of takes his anger out on Fish in a way, saying he's not a box troll. Anyway, stuff happens. Everyone gets kidnapped. We get to see what Snatcher's been working on, this crazy cool machine that captures all the box trolls. There's a scene in the movie where Eggs is in a cage. He's in his box again, and he's having a conversation with his dad, who's still crazy, but does give him advice, saying how he's changed his nature, and how he can change their nature. And then, well, the box trolls, they get splattered. Or do they? You see, when Snatcher's rolling into town, showing that crazy contraption, and, he reveals that he's flattened all the box trolls into extinction. But no, it's not true. You see, There's a funny, gross thing, actually. When the box trolls were shaking in their boxes, truth be told, they were undressing the whole time. And you see, well, it kind of makes sense, really, because when they got splattered, there was no blood or bones or whatever it is that goes inside a box troll. You know, we didn't see any skin or any remains, just their boxes, so it was kind of obvious. Anyway, a crazy cool climactic climax happens where Eggs and the box trolls, you know, they work together, they put back on their boxes, and they take down Snatcher's contraption, and then Snatcher basically looking like he's about to pop, because you see what happens is these dudes, they retrieve the cheese thing from earlier, and you see Eggs and Snatcher landing it, and then Snatcher comes out looking like this. Yeah, and he has Winnie hostage, and all he wants is the tasting room. And even when his daughter is in some dude who looks like he's about to pop's arms, you know, he doesn't want to give up his hat just yet. Like, seriously, dude, you're not getting Dad of the Year, Muggs, I'm telling you that, you know. But he gives Snatcher the hat, and, you know, there's a scene where Snatcher forces Eggs, the mayor, and, you know, forces them to eat and sit with their white hats, and, you know, and then Eggs gives out a speech saying how you make you know, you don't need this, you know, it's not too late to change, and, you know, I mean, just look at yourself, you know, it's not too late, you make you. And, well, Snatcher, even though he looks like he's about to explode, you know, he's all like, this is my destiny. Are you just suicidal or something? Like, dude, you're about to... I mean, look what's about to happen when he eats that cheese.
An undertone of a mother.
All it. You know, and I kind of really wish... I know this is going to sound grim, but I kind of wanted to see the after results when, I mean, they were in the room when it happened. They knew what was going to happen to Snatcher. Like, if he ate that cheese. And, like, assuming they cut this scene out.
An undertone of a mother.
Oh, my God! Either way, I kind of wish we got to see an after result where, I mean, I know it would be kind of weird and gross to see a kid's movie with, you know, an exploded man's guts all over the rooms and all that. Whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, it's been 1 year later, and instead of celebrating... Shock Baby Day, instead they're celebrating the day when box trolls were accepted into the city and by society. White hats don't mean shit anymore, or everyone now loves the box trolls because they now help people. And Eggs, no longer wearing his egg box, by the way, you know, he basically just, like, you know, he hops on board onto that wagon that Snatcher was using earlier in the movie, but it's now used as a whatever. He hops on with his two dads, and, you know, they just sing a song they've been singing throughout the movie, and that's basically the movie. Yeah, that was Box Trolls, and I know I left a bit of stuff out, but all in all, it's a really good movie. If it wasn't a good movie, why would I have a DVD of it in my hand right now? Yeah. I mean, it's a stop-motion movie, and I think it was really good. Like, I really like the character Eggs. I really like the character Winnie. Snatcher, like, again, like, his endgame just, like, dude, I'm pretty sure, like, and I'm pretty sure allergic reactions won't make you explode. Like, I'm no expert on allergic reactions, but I'm pretty sure, like, I know allergic reactions can technically make you puff up or even die, yes, but I'm pretty sure they won't make you explode. Whatever, his endgame really, like, it made sense, but considering the fact of what he, you know, does when he eats cheese, it's just like, dude, like, no one tells him. Like, anyway, but all in all, I thought Box Trolls was a pretty good movie, and I can't believe it's been 10 years since the movie. So yeah, go check out Box Trolls. It gets a good 10 out of 10 in my book. It's a really fun movie. It does have its stupid moments, like I said, with the butler and the opening the door and Snatcher's whole thing, and, you know, one of Snatcher's henchmen being crazy and Winnie's dad. But those are just minor for me, really. So go check out Box Trolls. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit notification. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.